To tell you about the secret to becoming better than 99% of copywriters. And I'm going to keep this brief, just like a good piece of copy. The secret is to actually give a shit. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell does that mean? I mean to actually care about writing copy, to actually care about advertising, to actually have an interest in it, to be able to sit down and when you're writing a piece of copy, feel like, yes, this is where I want to be. I love this. I love the writing. I love the research and the learning. I'm intrigued. I'm interested in the history and the economics and the craft and the psychology and how it all culminates into advertising. If you don't care enough, leave. Genuinely, stop. If you do not care enough about advertising as a whole, please just do something else. Because honestly, there is such a problem, and I could rant about this all day, man. There is such an issue with these people who are getting into copywriting as a biz-op, and people that just genuinely don't care about advertising. And it's so annoying because they artificially saturate the entire market. So now it's harder than ever for you to reach out to people and actually go ahead and get them to trust you, to listen to you. And obviously you can still do it, but it's harder than ever because of the amount of people that are just sending terrible outreach, getting rejected, and then doing a disgrace to the term copywriter or anything else for that matter. Anybody doing cold outreach, it absolutely sucks. But and a lot of these people as well, they just give up as well quite soon after. So. And they move on to something else. So the only contribution they ever made to the space was they just made it harder to get people to work with, to get clients, because they sent some terrible outreach, got rejected, and made the craft look like a joke, and then left. It's so annoying. Anyway, you have to actually care, and so that's going to mean taking an interest in the craft, in advertising, all of the time. And you'd be surprised the amount of people that don't do this. I'd say that most people are in this simply so, and they're trying to be freelance copywriters because they think, yes, I'm going to sit there and in my underwear and write one email a day for half an hour and make thousands of dollars. In reality, that's not how it works. It is BS, and it's what you've been sold to because it makes people like these gurus trying to teach it. It makes them more money because they make it seem easier, right? If you knew about marketing, you'd know that making something seem easy and safe is actually one of the most important things to do if you want to sell a product. There you go. It's just being used on you. And this is the thing. Because then people don't really care about getting into it for the craft. They get into it because they think, yes, I can make a bunch of money through minimal effort and then just, doss around for the rest of my life. And it's not it, man. It's not it. You actually have to have an interest in, what it is that you're trying to do if you want to get good at it and actually get somewhere with it. For me, advertising is my life, basically. I mean, not my life, as in like I don't do anything else, but it takes up a massive amount of my life because of how interested I am in it and how much I enjoy doing it. So I spend a lot of time reading the classic books. And that's what you should be doing. You should be reading the classics. You should be reading David Ogilvy. You should be reading Eugene Schwartz. You should be reading all of these old school guys that just, Claude Hopkins, that just know what's up. And that's what you want to be doing. Because the thing is, I don't want to just be one of these, freelance copywriters making $10,000 a month and traveling the world. I don't want to do that. I actually quite like the idea of being that old school marketing tycoon, just like the old greats were. That's what I want to do. That's what I care about. And making a positive contribution and changing the game as we know it right now. Because, marketing these days is such a mess. And I believe that there's a lot that we can learn from how it's been done in the past and use that and leverage that to change the scene going into the future. But you actually have to care. And you'll find that if you actually care, like, your copy and everything just goes through the roof. It does, because you learn so much because you care about it. And it's not through sitting there watching tons and tons of videos on YouTube. It's about sitting there reading the good books, getting the knowledge that you actually need, getting the knowledge that's actually valuable, and then practicing and enjoying the practicing because you enjoy advertising. I mean, and just that lifestyle, it inspires me. It's what I want to do. I mean, my favourite TV show is Mad Men, right? You know, if you care about advertising and you don't like Mad Men, ooh, unless you've got a good reason for not liking that TV show, then what the hell are you doing? But, you know, I surround myself with all of it all the time. I surround myself with advertising and that craft and the marketing, and it is that care that makes me better at advertising and better at copy than most freelance copywriters. And obviously I can't say this based on like, I write stuff that gets the most conversions. Obviously I can't say that because I've not written anything practically to get conversions yet. But just by, you know, looking and comparing between pieces of copy, not that I'm quick to judge, because that's what a lot of newbies do. They're very quick to judge the quality of something, but looking around and just having a look from what I know to be the way in which you can judge a quality piece of copy, and I'm in a different ballpark compared to a lot of people, and that's just the fact. I'm not even trying to like be full of myself or just big myself up here, because I actually hate bigging myself up. Anybody who knows me in real life, you know I hate doing that. I hate talking about myself, which is kind of one of the reasons that sitting down and recording these videos is not my favourite thing to do. But, you know, it's completely different, because, you know, not only have I got a knack for that stuff naturally, and I've got a knack for that writing and just that natural gift, which is really good, and I really want to use that in the best way that I can, but because I care, and because I'm actually interested in doing it. And you'll notice that if you're actually interested in doing it, you surround yourself with the stuff, you know, you become fully invested, go all in on advertising. That's when you become the best. If you don't want to do that, then, I mean, if you're happy at staying at a lower level and just, you know, the best that you can do is probably hit 10,000 a month and not really go past that. If you don't want to go past that, then that's fine. But if you don't actually care about copywriting, and you don't actually care about the fact that it's an art form, you know, I'd say do everybody else a favour and just go ahead and move on to something that is more befitting for, you know, like for you, something that your interests and your strengths and your personality are more geared towards. Because, you know, this thing, it's not for everyone. It's really not, and it's not for everyone in the same way that, you know, creating a product, creating an e-commerce brand, you know, doing drop shipping, whatever, all this kind of stuff, creating a software company, all this various different stuff that you can do to make a bunch of money. It's different for everybody, and they all cater towards people with different interests, different skills. So, you know, if you're not finding that you're making much progress, you're not really enjoying copywriting and advertising, then do something else, move on to something else. And it can still be in, you know, it can still be in marketing, like maybe more into the like TV adverts and stuff like filming and that. Then that's something that you can still do if you don't really like sitting down writing copy, but you're still into advertising. It's just about finding something that actually suits you. And if copywriting is that thing for you, then I salute you. Please take more of an interest in it. You know, read the greats, emulate the greats. You know, look at that classic stuff, and, you know, have an investment in it. Want to live that lifestyle as being that ad man. That's what you want to do, and that's how you're going to get better, really. And that's how you're going to see your overall performance just completely just go through the roof. I promise you, it does work just like that. So yeah, give that some thought. Thank you for listening the whole way through. If you would like to talk to me about anything in today's video, you can go down and send some hate mail on my Instagram. The DMs, I've linked it down below. And as well, I actually respond on like business owners you're trying to outreach to. You can also go down and sign up to my newsletter. I share all kinds of news and updates about what I do with my business, what I'm doing, and just general insights there that you should probably find valuable. So go ahead and sign up to that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.